Hey, here in the garage again, because it's raining again in the Midwest, which is a bummer. I'm sitting next to my very, very dirty bike that I have not washed since coming back from Canada. This video actually I shot is about packing for the trip, and I shot it before I left. We'll jump into there, but stick around for the end because I'm going to give you a quick update on where I'm at with the Banff trip and those videos. So check out the packing video and then stick around to the end. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the garage. I'm just going to do a quick video on how I pack for long trips. A couple people have asked, and by a couple people I mean literally a couple people, like two. But I'm just going to go over the bike. This is the bike. It's pretty much all packed for Banff, and I'm just going to walk you through a couple of things and how I pack it, what I use, and all that stuff. So should be pretty fun. I've had a couple questions in particular about the box on the back, the RackPak. So I'm going to start there. So this is what I call a RackPak. Actually, a friend of mine was making these at one point, trying to sell them, and just wasn't quite enough interest, although I'm sure if there was enough interest, we could probably get him to make some more. But it has the quick release luggage rack here, so it pops off. It's got the handle. It's really, really easy. So what I do on trips is I just pack it full of, actually this is more like my stuff that I need in the moment, because it's easy to open back here. So, I've got the drone, I've got other camera equipment, extra batteries. This is a cigar case, other things in here. So anything that I kind of need quick access to, it's a good place for snacks. Anything I need quick access to, I put in the RackPak. And this one in particular, people have asked what the measurements are. This is a 1557 Pelican. And well, let's measure it. I'll show you what the measurements are. So, measurements are roughly, get there close, about 18 and a half, 19 inches wide, about 14 inches deep, I guess, front to back, and then tall, it's about 9.5 inches. I do know, like, when I use this around town, it perfectly fits a backpack. So, like, a lot of times I can just throw my entire backpack in there, even when it's pretty full, and it fits perfectly. This one, the way this one is specifically set up, depending on the size of the pack that you use, this one works with the luggage rack. I have another one, which I'll show you. The other one I have is this one, which is actually a vault, not a Pelican case. And this one is a bit wider and a bit not quite as deep top to bottom. And also because it's wider, deeper, it does not work with the backrest. And I usually ride with the backrest even if I don't have a passenger, because that's how the Harley-Davidson Onyx bag attaches the best to the bike. It's got these clips here that secure it on. It's got clips in the front that go down here. This bag is awesome. I really like this bag. I think this bag is one of the best, if not the best, touring bags that I've used. It's got front pocket that fits a whole bunch of stuff. Oftentimes, actually what I'll do is I'll put like a couple shirts up there because I use it as a backrest to lean back against. So I'll make that kind of nice and soft and get everything inside. You can see all of the zippers are rain resistant. It also comes with a cover, a rain cover. But it's got pockets on each side. It's got a deep, it's packed with stuff right now, so I'm not going to open it. But on the inside is a padded laptop container, which is really nice. So I put my laptop in there, keep that nice and safe. You can fit a ton of stuff in this bag, and I really have really been happy with this bag. Another cool piece is just some pockets up top for stuff. And then the other cool thing too is that there's back here, the zipper, there's backpack straps. So you zip those up, and then when you pull it off the bike, you open it up, they clip down here, and then you can wear it as a backpack. So super easy to carry. So that's really nice. It's the Onyx Weekender bag, and I have been, from Harley-Davidson, I've been super happy with it. All right, quickly just to show you the measurements. So you can see this one is quite a bit wider. It's just over 20 inches wide, quite a bit deeper, so, almost 16 inches deeper, and then a little bit more shallow here, just about 9. Like I said, so that one, I do really like that one. It fits a lot of stuff, but like I said, I generally have that backrest on there with this one. So that's kind of my primary setup for the back seat and the back of the bike. For saddlebags, I'm gonna go through the saddlebags next. I do a kind of a combination of things. Sometimes I will use the two saddlebag bags, but usually on long trips I do one. So what I do is here, Harley-Davidson saddlebag bag, and they're really nice, great quality, and they fit in the bags perfectly. So I'll put all the extra clothes, anything that didn't fit in the Weekender, and if you're going on a week-long trip, you're gonna need some, a few extra things. So that goes in there. Boom. And that's that. And then it's super easy. You just pull it out. No need to carry in a bunch of things. It's just the one handle. Just pulls right out. Super easy. Goes in there just like that. So if you're sitting on the bike, I put that on the right side in the right saddlebag because you always get off on the left side of the bike. And so I don't, that kind of generally stays there all day. I don't touch it until I get to the, to wherever we're staying, and then I unpack it. So on the left side, again, generally that's stuff that I keep in the bike. So sometimes I'll use another saddlebag bag. A lot of times I don't, because it's stuff I need to have more access to, like rain gear, the seat cover, extra gloves, extra sunglasses. So everything that I need to have access to. So like here, chaps, extra gloves, seat cover. I also have these, I've went over this in a previous video. I have these here, little saddlebag pockets, which hold a lot of things. I have some tools. I've got the adjustment for the rear suspension. So that's how I do that. Left side saddlebag for stuff. So that's how I do that. Left side saddlebag is for gear, stuff that I'm going to be taking on and off, and I don't want to have to go dig for it. Right side saddlebag is the Harley saddlebag, and that's just going to be clothes, stuff that I really only unpack and pack once during the day. So that has got, that's pretty much the setup So that's pretty much the setup right there for how I do long distance trips. I've done this now for a few trips. It's been really easy. It's really easy to get off the bike. So I literally get off the bike, pull off the RackPak, pull off the weekend airbag, grab the other bag out of the saddlebag, and walk inside. And it's really, really easy. I'm not making multiple trips trying to figure out what stuff is going where, and then repacking. It just makes the packing and repacking the bike super simple. And there's always, you never want to be the last person. There's always somebody who's the last person to get up, the last person to pack their bike. Everybody's sitting there all geared up, and that one person is just taking their sweet time. And you're always trying to not be that person. So you want to make the packing as efficient as possible. You know what, before I wrap this up, I'll do two other quick kind of tricks or something that I use. I guess we'll show you. Two more kind of cool things that I've figured out about the Onyx Weekender bag is that these pockets on the side, the big pockets, actually perfectly fit a water bottle. So on this side here, that's open. I actually don't pack anything in that bag. I will leave that open, and that's where my water bottle goes. So I don't have to have a big honking water bottle thing on the top of my handlebars. It just gets in the way. I don't like having the water up here because it's just big and obnoxious. So I stick it back here. Super easy to get to. Don't have to look at it. Can just reach back and grab it, reach back and stick it in there, which is awesome. Also, for filming, especially like when I have the camera high above me, this whole pocket, when this thing is all strapped in here, this is actually pretty tight. And I can stick the Insta360 and the RAM mount, just it just slides in there and it sticks in there pretty well actually. So that's a pretty nice thing where a lot of times I will actually mount it here, but when I'm on a big trip, all this stuff is kind of in the way. So I just put the camera in there, which is awesome. So that's that. We are all packed. Well, mostly packed. I'll say mostly packed, ready to go. Canadian Rockies, Banff, here we come. Let's go. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Gives you a little bit of insight on how I pack for trips. You can see I still have the RackPak on there. So quick Banff update. I am working on getting these out. I was hoping to get these out in July. I'm still hopeful. July and August are really busy. And once again, we have 8 cameras and 3 Insta360 cameras, which is way too many. I love the Insta360 cameras, but they are a lot of work, and you have to go through you have to go through each camera, all the footage, and then you have to kind of like edit it and figure out which angles you want, which is awesome. Like you can have it, I have it mounted behind me sometimes. So I've got shots forward, shots back, which is great for the footage and the video, but it does take a long time, and it's just me. I just do this for fun as a hobby on weekends. I like putting these together and just for memories of the trips that I've done with my friends and family. And so it is coming. I am working on it. Hopefully by the end of July, they'll start rolling out, but it might dip into August a little bit. So my apologies. They are coming. Just give me a little slack here as I do this all by myself. And yeah, enjoy Canada when we get there, because it is beautiful. In the meantime, just go to Canada yourself, because the Canadian Rockies were amazing. And actually, one thing I will be doing here, I promise, after Banff, after I do the Banff trip, I was just in Colorado for a long weekend, and I'm gonna do which is better, the Canadian Rockies or the American Rockies in Colorado? Who knows? We'll see where I land with that. So yeah, stick around. more videos coming, and Banff is coming. It's coming soon. Thanks.